Hello, people of the internet. This is Shaky Jake, and I really need a catchphrase. Previously on Knights of the Old Republic, we explored a bit of the upper city on Taris, introduced ourselves to the Taris dueling scene, and caused a bit of trouble here and there. So let's carry on exploring the upper city and seeing what which side is it? The north side has to offer. And then hopefully once we've done this side we can start exploring the Undercity. And again, I'm not going to explore everything up here yet because there's no reason to go in this direction for now. So let's just keep going this way for a moment. And somehow going from one side of the upper city to the other means we've gone from the afternoon to the evening in about 2 seconds. But anyway, ooh, something seems to be bothering Carth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it. Right, so if you don't speak to your party members straight away, options like this just pop up randomly and then you can choose whether to speak to them or not. Let's speak to Carth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Look, you're the one who had something you wanted to say. Don't try and put this on me. Is this a good time to ask you some more questions?
I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary?
Not if you have a problem with it.
No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me.
Excellent. Soon all your secrets will be mine.
All my secrets are purely of the mundane variety, unfortunately. Nothing worth extracting, though you're welcome to try. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
Well, you're dodging the questions, Carth, but okay, I'll humour you. I wasn't in a position to know what was going on, really.
Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people. And for what? In the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
I'm a scout. I was recruited into the fleet for my skills, if you must know.
Well, that makes sense. Still, it seems a bit strange that someone who is a last-minute addition to the crew roster is one of the survivors.
You'd rather I wasn't?
Don't be ridiculous. You've more than proved yourself since the crash. We wouldn't have made it this far without you, but still.
Are you implying I had something to do with the crash, Carth?
No. Well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive.
Why would Bastila request my transfer?
The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises.
I'm telling you, Carth, I had nothing to do with the crash.
I expect you're right. I've got no real reason to suspect you of anything. Still, it's better to be safe than sorry, right?
You do know we're on the same side, right?
Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
I consider this important.
All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
And that's the crux of the issue. Carth is paranoid as hell, and he's got trust issues. That's basically Carth's character.
What is this planet coming to, huh? Slummy's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to the Lower City you belong, Slummy?
Oh, this is rich.
Yeah, like he said, these streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you.
Well, I do want to actually go to the Lower City, so that's not really an insult for me. You'd better think twice about what you're doing. This might be more than you can handle.
Come on, fellas. This Slummy ain't worth the bother.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Maybe next time, Slummy. Come on, fellas, let's go.
Ah, that was wonderful. Okay, that was quite comedic, I suppose. Let's go in here, see what's kicking in the droid shop. Oh, and there's 2 droids. Let's look. Oh, look at this really nice white one over here. Oh, the contrast is so sharp. Yeah. We'll come back here later, I think. Yeah. I don't want to buy any droids yet, anyway.
A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit idly by while this pox infects our society.
You okay?
Friends and fellow humans, I bring you a warning of a great plague spreading across our planet. Please, listen to me. My name is Gorton Kolu. Will you join my cause? We must band together if we are to stop the spread of vermin and scum throughout Taris.
Vermin and scum? What are you talking about?
I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. The Wookiees and Ithorians and Rhodians and Bith, all of them. Listen, friend, for these are dark times. That is why I, Gorton Kolu, have formed the Anti-Alien League. The time has come for action. We cannot sit idly by while aliens blight our glorious planet.
I don't know which is worse, your hate-mongering or your ignorance.
You are like all the rest. You will not see the truth. On the day of reckoning, you will suffer with the rest of the alien lovers.
Come on, we should keep moving. Kook or no, people like him can make trouble for us.
Especially as the Sith are heading this way. It's quite interesting, actually. You don't see the racism argument come up very often in the Star Wars universe. At least, certainly not to that extent. Okay, so can we go through here?
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the Lower City. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along.
Where can I get authorization papers?
If you were supposed to have them, you'd know where to get them. Now quit wasting my time and move along.
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm not here to give you information. I work for the Sith, not the Taris Tourist Board. Now just move along, unless you have the proper authorization papers.
Right, so we can't go to the Lower City until we have some form of authorization papers, or alternatively,
Listen to me, people.
Sith uniform. So, to get the Sith uniform, we're going to have to go to these apartments up here. And, as I was saying in the previous episode, there's 2 ways you can get the uniform. You can speak to one of 2 people in the Upper City Cantina to get invited to a party where all the Sith get drunk, or you can do it the more traditional Star Wars method and get involved in a fight with an alien. And I think that's the one we're going to do, because it does provide some additional, it does lead us on to another part of the main quest, which makes more sense in the context of what we're doing.
Got it.
Hello, just taking your stuff. No need to worry about me. What do you have to say, little kid?
You ain't supposed to be here. This ain't your home.
I agree. You don't seem too bothered that I'm stealing your family's possessions, though.
Don't hurt my family. Look, just take what you want and get out.
I remember when a person didn't have to worry about thieves rummaging through their home.
Yeah, well, times are changing, and you're in an RPG, so just get used to it. Good thing this isn't Fallout, otherwise I'd be getting loads of negative karma for stealing stuff. Right. Yeah, this is the room where the party happens if you decide to go the party route. But I would imagine it's more canon and more traditional Star Wars to do the other version of getting the Sith uniform, which is in the room next door.
Just move along. There's nothing to see here. Where did you hide those Sith uniforms? Did you sell them to the Tarisian underground? Start talking. I want answers.
What's going on in there?
You're a little too curious for your own good, civilian. This doesn't concern you.
I know all about Sith interrogations. This isn't going to end well.
I'm getting sick of your lies, you alien scum. We've got your ugly mug and a security tape from the base. Start talking before I splatter your slimy brains all over this room. Uh-oh. I think the commander's losing his temper. I'm glad I'm out of here. It took me an hour to clean the bloodstains from my uniform after the last interrogation.
Wow, that's a pretty long time to be cleaning uniform. Maybe the alien really doesn't know anything. Have you thought about that?
Just stay out of this if you know what's good for you.
I won't let you kill a defenseless prisoner.
What was that? Did I hear you right? Let us kill him? How can you stop us? Time to teach this civilian the penalty for defying the Sith.
I'm going to regret this, aren't I? Because I'll probably die in one shot. But anyway, let's see what we can do. We got some light side points for that. Oh, there's more. Okay, let's kill you before we pick up the remains. The Sith were right. You are a spy. What are the Hidden Becks planning? Can you take me to Gavin? How about a reward for saving you? Can I get one of those uniforms from you? I should be going now. Okay, so let's get the remains of the Sith and hope we get some Sith uniform, because that would be lovely. And yeah, let's get the other two. Ah, there we go, Sith armor. One thing you can do in Taris is you can put the Sith armor on and everyone thinks that you're one of the Sith patrols. It's actually quite amusing to play around with for a bit, but we're not going to do that. So let's just explore the south apartments a little bit more.
No problem. Got it.
Largo. Sorry, I shouldn't say that because I should pretend I don't actually know who this is, but anyway.
Please don't hurt me. You don't have to kill me. I'll have Davik's money if he just gives me a little more time. Please. I don't want to die. Here, I've got 50 credits on me. That's all I've got. It's yours. Just don't tell Davik where I'm hiding, okay? I'm begging you.
What are you babbling about?
You mean you're not here to kill me? But I thought you were one of Davik's bounty hunters. If you're not here to kill me, what do you want?
Maybe I could help you with your problem with Davik. I'm kind of not fond of this Davik guy right now.
I don't think anyone can help me. I owe Davik money, and I was late with the payment. So he went to Zach's in the bounty office and put a price on my head. I've been hiding here ever since. But sooner or later, someone will find me. Unless I somehow come up with another 200 credits. I'm a dead man.
Oh, we could give him 200 credits, but I kind of need that at the moment, so let's leave him for now. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone you're hiding here.
Thank you. You've saved my life. At least until one of Davik's bounty hunters finds me.
Okay, so the journal entry for Largo states that he owes a large sum of money to Davik Kang. And we've got a choice. We could give him 200 credits, but that means we're going to be only left with 156. I kind of want to make a little bit more money before we do that. You've got 9 credits in here. Surely you could have, those credits with the 50 you were going to owe me. So you'd have 59 credits. Now you just need, another 239 credits or something like that. I don't know, my maths is a bit off today. So yeah, we'll come back with Largo later. What am I saying? 241 credits, Edo, alongside the 59. Wow, my maths really is terrible. The drunk guys have moved over here, which is pretty awesome. So now that we've got the Sith uniform, let's explore the Lower City, because, you know, I kind of want to explore a little bit more in this episode. I want to go down to the slums. So let's put our Sith uniform on in a fairly quiet place. Let's see. I'm going to hide around here and be like, what does it offer us? Ooh, 8+ dexterity bonus. That's actually quite good. Hello.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the Lower City. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along.
I'm wearing the Sith uniform. What are you talking about?
I'm not here to give you information. I work for the Sith, not the Taris Tourist Board. Now just move along, unless you have the proper authorization papers.
What?
We're gonna need some kind of disguise if we want to get past this guy.
I'm wearing the disguise. Oh. Need uniforms for both Carth and yourself to get into the Lower City. That actually makes more sense, because in the vanilla game you don't actually need to have two, you just need the one. That must be a restored content mod change. Okay, so we do need to talk to that person in the cantina. Right, let's go back there then. Wow, I had no idea. That's actually quite cool. We certainly didn't pick up another bit of Sith armor when we were down there, you know, in the apartments. So let's go back to the cantina and grab some more Sith armor. Wow, that's actually quite a good change, and one that actually makes sense. It takes longer gameplay wise, but it's a change I'm fond of, and you know, props to the modders who, you know, made that change, because that really does make more sense. Let's go and trigger the Sith party. Can we talk to the dude and still get in the party?
Sorry, but I'm not here looking for conversation. I just came to get a drink, listen to some music, and try to relax before my next shift at the military base.
You're from the military base? You don't look like one of the Sith.
I don't wear my uniform when I'm off duty. It's not allowed. In fact, anyone in uniform is banned from entering the cantina. The officers don't like it when we show up here off duty. Don't like us fraternizing with the locals, I guess. But it gets pretty stale hanging out around the base all the time. Besides, the Sith don't own me. Being a soldier in their fleet is just a job, you know? A job with long hours and low pay, I might add.
So, why do you do it?
When I signed up, I was promised adventure and excitement in exotic locales. Instead, I ended up stationed at a military base on some backwater planet on the fringes of the galaxy. If I could just find some other way to earn some credits, I could give up this lousy job. Retire my uniform, so to speak.
If you help me get my hands on some uniforms, I'll make it worth your while.
What? Are you offering me a bribe? You realize this is treason, right? If I report you, the Sith will have you executed.
Hey, relax. I was just making a joke.
You weren't serious? Oh, okay. Although if you were serious, we might be able to work something out. No. Wait, forget I said that. We shouldn't be talking like this. I might complain a lot, but it's a big step from complaining to treason. I think maybe we should end this conversation, for both our sakes.
I wonder if that's something resurrected by the restored content mod, but anyway, because I don't, unless if that's a third option to get Sith uniforms where we anger the Sith and get them to ambush us or whatever. That's actually quite interesting. Anyway, let's talk to you.
Hi there. I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off.
You're from the military base. You also don't look like one of the Sith.
I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith occupation force.
Nice to meet you, Sana. I'm Red Varna.
I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. It can make this job pretty lonely.
You can't really blame people. You did conquer the planet.
Oh, great. I see where this is going. The Sith are evil. Why did I join them? Blah, blah, blah. I don't need a lecture from the likes of you.
You seem pretty touchy about this. Maybe you feel a little guilty about what you do.
Don't try to analyze me. I'm just doing my job. Same as any other soldier in any other army. Besides, I don't have to explain myself to you. I don't think we have much else to say to each other. Let's just keep this civil and go our separate ways, okay?
Okay, I was a little bit out of line. Let's try this again.
Back again? Didn't I make myself clear enough? The senior Sith officers don't like us fraternizing with the locals. Besides, I don't need you lecturing me for my career choice.
Sorry, I'm not trying to judge you.
It's okay. I might have overreacted a bit. But can you blame me? Everywhere I look, I see one of you Taresians glaring at me with hate in your eyes.
I'm not actually from Taris. I'm just stuck here until the quarantine ends.
You're an off-worlder. I figured you'd be even more angry being stuck on a foreign planet and all.
Being stuck on Taris isn't so bad, but the locals aren't much fun.
You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know we have to make the best of things?
Everyone has their ups and downs. It's how you deal with them that counts.
Exactly, it's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up.
It must be tough, being stationed on a hostile world.
That's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map.
Sounds good, I'll be there.
Don't be late. We're starting right after our shifts end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
So do I. Now, can I trigger the other guy? Because if I can encounter... Oh no, he's disappeared, okay. That's a shame. That might have been some new content I could have explored, but oh well. I might explore that off camera, see if there is anything different there. And we're back at the North Apartments to get involved with the party that the Sith soldiers are having, which is here. They've actually got some pretty cool tunes on, apparently.
Hey, you made it. I was beginning to wonder if you were going to show. The party's in full swing. Come on in. You have to try this Taresian ale. It's fantastic. We should have conquered this planet ages ago.
Careful, Sana. That wine's got quite the kick. A couple more bottles and we'll all be passed out on the floor.
Who cares? We're not on duty tomorrow. Let's live a little. Come on, drink up.
And everyone's passed out. So now that that's all settled... Oh, young Genda. He was the guy we talked to in the canteen. No. So maybe not. Maybe there isn't another way of getting Sith armor. I don't know. I'm going to have to explore it either way. So now that we've got what we've came for, we can put this on both Carth and myself. There we go. 2 Sith soldiers on the prowl. Let's talk to some people while we're here.
You're one of them Sith, ain't you? My mommy says I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Damn straight. Okay, then let's... You must gather your party before venturing forth. Okay, did Carth get stuck? Oh yeah, he must have got stuck somewhere. Let's go. So now that we've both got Sith uniform on, we can now go down to the Lower City. And as I said earlier, that's a change I really admire. The fact that we both have to wear Sith uniform. It doesn't make any sense in the vanilla game that only you have to wear the Sith armour to go down. So, yeah, I'm really grateful that it's actually the case now where you have to have both your main party members wearing Sith armour. Let's try it again. Hello, my good sir.
Another patrol heading down to the Lower City, eh? Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang war going on, you know. You better watch yourself. Those gangs will take a shot at anyone, even us. It's too bad we don't have the manpower just to sweep those slums clean.
Cool, so now we can go down to the lower city, and he really should have checked us for authorization papers, but I'm not going to complain.
Kavatumpa kunpa yiya mokapata. Onanai kachu. Idiota.
Kipuna.
Right, so we've just been introduced to the first instance of gang war down in the lower city, and we're going against the Black Volkers, who have just wasted the hidden Becks. So hopefully we're not going to die in one hit. I hope. Oh, we died in two. That's just as bad. Come on, Carth. Right, Carth is our most powerful character, it seems. Apparently, Red is so fragile, which makes him pretty bad in fights. So let's pick up the remains. Oh, and by the way, I'm only counting deaths as when the game over screen comes up. Well, I say game over screen, it's more of a game over pop-up box. If one of the party members faints, it doesn't count as a game over for me. So let's get changed back out of the Sith armour. So we're back to normal. I really could do with some armour though, because I am incredibly fragile right now. Let's go over here to the Twi'lek Corpse. Or the Twi'lek Corpse. Oh, there's more people that want to fight. Okay, well, I don't know why you guys want to... Oh, okay.
Time to rumble!
Oh. Well, that was incredibly stupid of me. Let's not pick a fight with them. Take two. So we've done that fight, and let's see what the lower city has to offer us. This time, we're not going to go down to this area until we're a bit better equipped, because I do want to take those guys out at some point. Lower City Apartments. Okay, let's see what this place has to offer. And well, this place looks like it's been through quite a bit of trouble. Essentially, it's just a reskin of the Upper City Apartments, but made to look a lot more grungy. So it might actually be beneficial for me to try and actually use this droid. Let's use a med pack. Okay, that's good. Right, some Black Volkers are there. Let's talk to this. We've got 15 repair parts, so let's repair the droid and optimise the weaponry and engage in patrol mode. Might as well use some of those parts, because we're going to have to play this strategically. Off you go then. Take out some guys for us. I said please take some guys out for us. There we go. Who are you shooting at? Someone who's used a med pack apparently. Okay, the sentry droid is taking some damage. And I died instantly. And so did the sentry droid. And this is not going well, is it?
Oh!
No, it is not. Oh, look, a take where we actually took on the Black Volkers and I didn't die for a change. How fun. Okay, so let's pick up the remains again for the third time. Switch our clothes, because if you do, I forgot to say this earlier, but if you do keep the Sith armour on in the lower city, you don't really get anywhere, so we're going to make a save here, and then I'm going to try and go through these lower city apartments again. Let's try and actually make the sentry droid a bit more tanky this time. Reactivate shields, and we haven't got enough for repair parts for the targeting systems. We're off by one, but anyway, let's just let him do his thing, and hopefully he'll be a bit better. I don't know why there are Lower Taris citizens in the apartment. These guys are normally not down here. That might be a restored content mod edition. but it does make the apartments a little bit more fleshed out, I'd guess, which is quite nice. Right, the sentry droid has taken a bit of damage there, but nothing too bad because the shields prevented most of it. Right, he's going to go off and explore a little bit more. I usually don't bother repairing the droids, but we are trying to play this more strategically, so what do you guys have to say?
I saw Devik's new starship at the spaceport before quarantine. They say it's the fastest ship on Taris. He calls it the Ebon.
Right, we'll talk to you again once we're not being shot at. Okay, right, stand back, pause, throw a grenade.
Time to rumble.
Right, next attempt. Do I have a shield? No, I don't, because of course I haven't got any yet. So the plan is to take out the Black Vulcars here.
Ready.
And die immediately. Right, Carth is our main playable character now. This red guy, he's clearly not going to be the main hero by the end of the game. He's useless. So let's explore what we can.
How'd you like that?
And my guy is going to run in and get himself killed, which is wonderful.
That hurt, I bet.
Or not. Or maybe he will. Okay. Oh, okay, that actually hurt me. That hurt Carth quite a bit. So let's use some med packs. And we've got someone with an energy shield, so we're going to have to try and take him out as quickly as we can. So let's use a frag grenade. Let's use 2, why not? Of course I'd die. It's official. Impossible mode or impossible difficulty is literally impossible. So I'm going to avoid going in the apartments for now, because I'm clearly not well equipped enough. And yeah, this has definitely changed since I last played. I think the Restore Content mod has added some, you know, citizens to flesh out the Lower City a bit, which is a nice touch.
This gang war is getting out of hand. The Vulcars aren't just attacking the hidden Becks anymore. They go after everyone.
Brezhik is nothing but a punk. I don't know why those Vulcars follow him. Gadden's 10 times the man he is.
Swoop season is almost here. I hope I do better than last season. I lost a bundle betting on all the long shots.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek abog.
It's official. I've now decided that when I'm playing impossible difficulty, I'm just going to do the main quest for as long as I can before I do any exploring and doing all the side quests and all that kind of stuff. I clearly need better equipment before I go too in depth with exploring the environment. So let's just go in here.
Go away.
Kiskanichu. Kimba muli ra ji.
Kipuna. Kavatumpa kupaliya moka paata.
1.
Oscar. Kiskanichu.
Kipuna. Kavatumpa kupaliya moka paata.
2.
Kiyokaku. Kimba muli ra ji.
Tune pudu. Ranunu prata donko.
3.
No. No.
Hello there.
Go away.
I saw how you mopped up those Black Vulcars. Nice work.
1.
I'm not looking for a fight, I just want to talk.
2.
Okay, I see your point. I'll be off then.
Smart.
That's an interesting way of counting. 1, 2, smart. Okay, so essentially, if you try and provoke KotOR there, you just die instantly. He's impossible to beat, so don't annoy KotOR. It is basically the moral of the story. But it's always fun to talk to him just initially there. What's going on over here?
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like bantha poodoo. Who you calling little girl, Chuba Face? Just a sec, boys. Zalbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects. Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here. You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Well, that was quite interesting. So, you, Wookiee, what's going on?
Hey, relax, Big Z. No need to be rude. Sorry about that. But Wookiees ain't much for conversation, you know?
So, if he's not much for conversation, what about you?
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the Lower City. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee.
That's weird. A Twi'lek who speaks Galactic Basic.
It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak Basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Taris, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need...
How do a Wookiee and a Twi'lek street urchin end up as best friends?
We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the Lower City. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zalbar, it seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team.
I want to ask you some questions.
Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Taris, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the Lower City gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, KotOR.
Yes, the bounty hunter who literally just threw a grenade at 3 people and somehow got away with, you know, causing damage to a rundown cantina. Yeah, I pretty much met the guy. Tell me about Davik.
Davik's part of the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the Exchange.
Tell me about the Lower City gangs.
There's only 2 gangs worth worrying about here in the Lower City. The Black Vulkars and the Hidden Becks. Sometimes Zalbar and I hang out at the Beck base. The Becks are led by Gadden Thek. He's a good guy. Lost his sight in a swoop bike accident a few years ago, but even blind, he's a great leader. Not like that traitor Brezhik. Before he took over the Vulkars, he was a Hidden Beck. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son.
Why did Brezhik leave the Hidden Becks?
When Gadden went blind, everyone figured he'd step down and appoint Brezhik in his place. But Gadden figured Brezhik wasn't ready yet. He wanted him to wait a few years. But Brezhik was too impatient. He left to join the Vulkars, and ever since, he's been waging a war to wipe Gadden and his Becks from the face of Taris. This gang war in the Lower City is totally the Vulkars' fault. They're the ones killing everything that moves out on the streets. It's like they've gone insane.
Tell me about KotOR.
KotOR's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him. He hangs around Zack's bounty office, but I don't think he's looking for work there. All the postings there are small time, way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber. I figure Callow's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the Exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits that as soon as the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock.
I'll be going now.
You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go. Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
So that was Mission Vayu and Zalbar the Wookiee. They're not going to be important anytime soon, I bet. Hint, hint. Ooh, hello. You're an interesting looking alien. Have you got anything interesting to say? I want to ask you some questions. What planet are you from? What kind of creature are you? And you sound exactly like a Rhodian, but whatever. Can you tell me about your homeworld? I notice your other head doesn't say much. What do you know about Taris? I'll be going now. Yeah, I believe this is the only instance of this particular alien appearing in Knights of the Old Republic, which is kind of strange actually. He doesn't appear anywhere else as far as I can remember. But anyway. Oh, hello. You should be someone we need to talk to.
Huh? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. My attention was kind of focused on the Twi'lek dancers. Look at them waggle those head tails. I don't normally go for these alien girls, but I've had some bad experiences with my own species lately. Maybe it's time for a change. Know what I mean?
You're the guy who put the bounty on Deer's head, right?
You're here about that? I guess Zax must have mentioned me to you at the bounty office. Fair enough. I don't care who takes her out. Just so long as the job gets done. I can't let her get away with what she did. That wench tried to cut me with her vibro blade.
Why would she do that?
Because she's crazy. She started screaming that I was making advances, and the next thing I know, she's coming at me with a knife.
Yeah, right. Sounds to me like she was defending herself.
I admit I was drunk. Maybe I got a little fresh. But it was no big deal. She didn't have to cut me.
Sounds like maybe you got what you deserved.
Hey, you weren't there. She totally overreacted.
I want the bounty on Deer's head removed.
What? I can't do that. Think how it would look. I work for Davik. I've got a certain reputation to uphold. I can't let her get away with this. There has to be payback. Although, I do feel a little guilty about all this. Dia's a good-looking gal. It'd be a shame to kill her. Tell you what, I'll take 200 credits in exchange for lifting the bounty.
If you hire someone to kill Deer, it will make you look like you weren't man enough to do it yourself.
If I let her get away with it, I'll look even worse. She's got to pay, either with her life or 200 credits to buy my forgiveness.
Take that bounty off Deer's head, or you're a dead man.
You're threatening me? I work for Davik Kang. If you kill me, you'll be signing your own death warrant. Do us both a favor and don't waste my time with stupid threats.
I'll go talk to Deer and see if she can come up with the credits.
You can do that if you want, but I doubt she's got 200 credits. That's a lot, and she's just a working girl. But that's the breaks, right?
I'll be going now.
Fine by me. That means I get to go back to enjoying the dancing girls.
And we can easily see if Deer has the money to pay, so let's return to the hideout really quickly. Deer, my darling, do you have 200 credits to give to Holden? Because that would save me having to pay out my own money.
You're back. Did you manage to get Holden to withdraw the price on my head?
I spoke to Holden, dear. He'll remove the bounty on your head if you pay him off.
I have nothing. I barely make enough credits to get by. I can't afford to pay that pig off. I guess I have no choice but to stay here and hope Holden cools down. With that bounty on my head, it's too dangerous to go outside.
Great. So basically I've got to pay him. So I'm going to lose... Okay, it's not too bad. 428 credits. Fine. Holden, you dick.
Better be important. I'm trying to watch the dancing girls. You got some news about Dia or something?
I want the bounty on Dia's head removed.
Okay, it's like I told you before. You come up with 200 credits, and I'll remove the bounty. Otherwise, she's gotta pay the price.
Here's 200 credits, you slime ball. Now get that bounty removed.
Don't worry. I'll stick to my end of the bargain. I'll go tell Zax right now that the bounty is off the table.
Can't believe I lost 200 credits. What a joke. Let's just tell Dia the good news. Dia, because you were too cheap to pay him, I've done it for you.
You're back. Did you manage to get Holden to withdraw the price on my head?
I spoke with Holden. I convinced him to remove the bounty on your head, mainly because you weren't bothered enough to scrape any money together.
He called the bounty off? That's wonderful! I only wish I had something to give you as a reward. Wait a minute, I know. I don't have many credits, but there is something I can give you. It's a family heirloom. It's not much, but it's something.
I save your life and all I get is some family trinket.
If I had more, I'd gladly give it to you, but this is all I've got. I'm sorry. I can never truly repay you for helping me, but you'll always have my thanks for what you did.
Okay, so we could have got some light side points there, but I feel a little bit annoyed that I only got the family trinket. What did I even get? Is it this energy projector? Ooh, actually that's not a bad item at all. I could use that for my prototype vibroblade. I take it back. That's actually not a bad. That's not a bad deal. Next time we're at a workbench, we'll I'll put that in. Okay, so that's one of the bounties dealt with. And essentially, there's several bounties, as you may have noticed, across Taris. So, Dia's one, Largo's another, etc, etc. And essentially, let's talk to Zax just for the moment. You work for Davik? Davik posts bounties in a government office. Is that even legal? Tell me about the bounties.
I can't see anything wrong with getting rid of people like that, as long as we don't end up on the list of their victims. Okay, I don't know about Davik's special contracts. Justice is one thing, but doing a crime lord's dirty work is something else.
Davik's bounties sound more like contract killings. How do I collect the credits for these contracts? I want more details on the bounties you're offering. Tell me about the assassin Salvin. Ulgo. Wasn't that Trask's family? Ulgo. Trask Ulgo. Yes, that must have been. Did they ever find out who hired Salvin to kill them all? Interesting how the Organa family are mentioned, considering their Leia's adoptive family in the original Star Wars trilogy. But anyway, I want to ask you about one of the other bounties. Tell me about Benduck Starkiller. I've met him once. He seemed a little bit off with me. I want to ask you about one of the other bounties. Tell me about this merchant Largo.
Taris manaris. Donjonia hatonga bukshaunenung.
I want to ask you about one more bounty and then I'll leave you alone on that. Tell me about Matrix.
Tuniramanu prata tunkyo searcha toma kachichunai saudunga. Rundi haudunga tonkimba nankungik.
But didn't the government protect Matrix after the trials?
Kava dumpa kurbiya mokabata.
I want to ask you something else. Gurney said I should speak to you about the rat ghoul serum. Why does Davik want the serum so badly? Davik plans to prey on the sick. That's monstrous. I don't have the serum. I'll be going now. And I probably won't be giving the serum to you either. So let's see what else there is. There's someone dancing over here. Hello. What are you talking about? Where's the partner? Maybe I could help her out. Well, we'll give it a try anyway. Can I just interrupt your dancing for a moment?
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata.
Why don't you have a partner?
Kipuna, bonana kichu. Kimba mulera dwana. Dong kimba no kudnok nek. Tangabun shan omnong. Wanga kun bis kimba mulara. Choni yun tun ji.
I'll partner up with you for a price.
Shagji kina lorcha watamwana. Kin kun shishikin nikwitimembo rangthong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse.
I'm good enough to get you through your audition.
Mana tota hakuchi krala bolaji chok. Tinku ukapa dopano aska.
What other choice do you have?
Tonga boksha nagnong kin kun shin.
How hard can it be?
Mana tota tinku ukapa.
Why aren't you accepting my persuade checks? Come on, I'm good enough to get you through your audition. There we go.
Rundi ichawa tongbola Johnny. Kenchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Bona nakachu kicha badwang.
Right, so essentially you've got a choice whether you screw the auditioner or whether you just play it safe and get her to pass the audition. So we'll go for... let's try option number 3. Let's be intimate about this. Oh, I've definitely got the dance moves.
Tag, this you bonko cookie baka. Ching para chiska mule tunarana.
Pudu, tunirama na praka donko searcha. Bona na kachu, kicha badwang, wanga kum kiba.
Well, you shouldn't have an ego if you're worried about me upstaging you. Right, so you can run around her in circles while she dances. That's not going to impress anybody. Let's dance close beside her. And this is a really uninspiring looking dance.
We tam boragatong mulira asyang turong ni na potata.
We timembo rangtong mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse.
These aren't even dance moves. These are just really lame, uninspired choreography. Ruined the audition by taking a dive. Oh wow. We'll just stick with option number 1. Oh wow, that Return of the Jedi reference. Let it flow through you. Oh, that's great.
Shagjikina lorcha watamwana.
Ucha hadonga ya fulke. Chachisca do punta casapaka.
Mokau dang yafoki. Chachiska do punta kakaspaka.
Takum just miki grabel mogo.
Gigi hakuji lorcha kin kuna.
Wow.
Muleri jikun. We timembo rangthong. Mulira on shadfuring ni patoga wanga chonzitse.
You have an ego, miss. I'm a little bit insulted that I just helped you, win an audition and you treat me a bit like crap. But anyway, let's move on. We've helped her out, so that's our good deed for the day. Is there anything else in here? Because I think I've done everything I need to. We have. Okay, let's just move on and get out of here. Because we want to go to the Undercity. And the Undercity is down this way, but first of all, let's go into the Hidden Beck base.
Hey! You can't just walk in here. This is the Hidden Beck base. How do I know you're not a Vulcar spy sent to kill Gadon Thek?
I'm no spy.
Maybe so. But this door is locked, and it's going to stay that way until I'm satisfied you're no threat to Gadon or the Hidden Becks.
I need Gadon's help. I was told to speak to him.
A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beck's open-door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulcar gang war, Gadon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now.
Well, it sounds like there's a fight kicking off somewhere. Maybe a bribe could get me in?
My loyalty's not for sale. I've been with the Hidden Becks for years, and I'm not going to desert Gadon now just because everyone is turning against him.
Maybe I could be an ally against all those enemies.
Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulcars or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zerdra watching his back.
So you're gonna let me in?
Go in and speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The Hidden Becks are watching you.
Okay, I'll go in a sec. I just want to see what's going on down here. Oh, there's a fight. Okay. That's new. Normally there isn't someone shooting at these Black Vulcars, but I do like how the Restored Content mod has tried to flesh out the gang war a bit. That's really good.
Brezhik is nothing but a punk. I don't know why those Vulcars follow him. Gadon's 10 times the man he is.
Right, so let's just give ourselves a med pack. And go in the Hidden Beck base.
Hold it right there. Who are you, and what is your business with Gadon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gadon. Brezhik and his Vulcars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulcars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gadon if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulcar spy.
Vulcar spy. See? Not vaporized. Okay, let's talk to Gadon Thek then.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you?
I need information on those Republic escape pods that crashed in the Undercity.
The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the Upper City about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gadden. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda.
Don't worry, I'm not working for the Sith.
I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Beks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took her prisoner.
Bastila's a slave. What will happen to her now?
Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila's just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her.
Swoop race? What does that have to do with it?
I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the Lower City. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual Swoop Gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the Swoop race.
Gadden, can you help me with this?
I'd be able to help you with this, if you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose.
What are you proposing?
The Swoop race is for the Lower City gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hidden Becks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back.
How am I supposed to get inside the Vulkar base?
Getting into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Vale.
Mission? Gadden, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the Lower City. Plus, she knows the Undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her.
Where can I find Mission?
She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator.
I've got some Sith uniforms to disguise myself.
A simple disguise might have worked on the Upper City guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway.
What do you want with the Sith uniforms?
I like to be prepared. Eventually, the Sith are going to try to drive us out of the Undercity. Sith disguises might give my people the edge we need in a crucial battle.
Wait, that's a slight mistake there. You said Undercity instead of Lower City. I can't remember if that's always been an error, but that's somewhat interesting. Okay, I'll trade the uniforms for the papers. That seems like a good deal.
Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I want to ask you some questions.
Your time would probably be better spent going after the prototype swoop engine the Vulkars stole from us. But I'll answer your questions if I can.
Bloody hell, that's a bit harsh. What's up with your freaky eyes, old man? That's really harsh. Is there something wrong with your eyes?
Very tactful. Are you itching for a fight or something?
How dare you?
What?
I should kill you where you stand.
Calm down, Zerdra. I'm not ashamed of what I've become. As you can see, I lost my eyes in a swoop racing crash. I rely on these artificial replacements to see now. But my blindness was not the worst consequence of my accident. My affliction was what eventually led to this war between my Becks and the Vulkars.
I can't believe that. I asked a reasonable question and everyone acts offended. I can understand that if I'd said the first option, where I'm basically calling him a freak, but this one was just a reasonable question. What do you mean?
When I lost my sight in the swoop bike accident, everyone assumed I would step down as leader of the Hidden Becks and let Brezhik, my most trusted follower, take over. But with my ocular implants, I can still see well enough to lead this gang, and I knew Brezhik wasn't ready to take over yet. Unfortunately, Brezhik didn't agree with me. In a rage, he left to join our arch-rivals, the Black Vulkars. A lot of the younger gang members followed him, and soon he and his followers had taken control of the Vulkar gang.
But why start a gang war with the Becks?
Brezhik is a proud man. My decision was a public humiliation for him. Maybe if I had stepped down, this gang war could have been avoided.
Don't fool yourself, Gadden. Brezhik wants to control the Lower City gangs. If you'd stepped down, he'd have led the Becks against the Vulkars. He wanted this war, one way or another.
I know you're right, Zerdra. Brezhik won't rest until I am dead and the Becks are no more. But it's hard to accept the truth of his betrayal.
I'll be going now.
Feel free to come back anytime. We're not like those Vulkar savages. Strangers are welcome in the Beck base.
And there we go. We've got ourselves some Sith authorization papers and got rid of our Sith uniforms. So let's leave the Hidden Beck base and make some progress onto the Undercity. But I believe that's more than enough for this part, so I'm going to leave it there. And next time we'll make our way to the Undercity and hopefully find mission and find the sewers and get into the Black Vulkar base to get the prototype accelerator. Thank you for watching and goodbye.